Hey. Come here, look. Look up. Stars show stories. I watch them. I can tell them too. The story will be long. Isn't long yet. At least I'm telling it. They are on the train leaving Enosh. The four of them. Henry Goodlove, Oxalis Camphor, Virgil Flores, Kian Lioness. Still chasing things. They met because Ox and Henry are chasing Scar, Ox's sister. She's a bad soul, they say, and she has something of Ox's. His gun. He wants that back. They chase Coin like so many other before them and so many others after them. An inventor in Enosh, a young girl by the name of Mela, went missing. They were paid to find her. Over and over, they tore down the wall between Enosh and the oceans of dangerous land outside, hoping to find her.
Not sure if the wall likes that. I don't think that the Guardian really cares about the wall. Did you not feel that kind of unease when we crossed over?
It didn't feel right last time.
They found her, with a strange figure who resembled someone Kian knew.
Gonna go out on a limb here. Glenn, is that you? He reaches out again, if he still looks like him. Yeah.
Needless to say, that man isn't the one Kian was looking for. It was only Kian's Aasimar blood that saved them from death in that moment, though his friends, unaware of his bloodline, just know he's mighty lucky. It was all just the ghost of a man corrupted by the oceans, Perryvine. A friend, as Mela described him, but what do you do when you're attacked by an aberration? They killed him, friend or not, and prepared to take her back. They should have been looking out for danger amongst their own, too.
He looks a bit glassy-eyed. He grabs your hand, and he bites you. He rips his hand away, and looks at you incredulously. Kian has two little fangs. Ow! Why? What, is there some sort of curse going on with you now? It's alright if there is, it's just, should we know about it? Because if you're going to end up biting us too, that might be an issue.
Goodness, I'm not going to end up biting you. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed. Oxalis noticed right away. I'm cursed. But not in the way that... If you're cursed, Kian, not that way. Not the biting people kind of way. More of the... My lifespan is significantly shortened sort of curse.
When you say significantly, how long are we talking?
That is an excellent question I would love to know the answer to.
Wonderful. So we are headed to somewhere then, perhaps more quickly than we planned?
If it could be somewhat expedited, that would be exceptional.
With these strange facts uncovered, they headed back with Mela in tow. She didn't want to return, but hey, she understands. Not everyone feels that need for freedom over safety. She met with them the next day to repay them, as her father promised. She gave them some devices made by her own hand, too.
It's gotta be a face you know, and it's like a sending spell. I think Perry was maybe like a ghost, and it worked. So maybe it works best with things that are a little more in tune with magic. Like I said, it's not perfect.
Ox, seeing another smart mechanic in front of him, showed off the blueprints he carries with him.
It's like a mechanical heart for building up a body, like a golem, sort of, but better. I was trying to figure out a way to do that for Perry.
Sorry our paths didn't cross sooner then.
You gonna try to build it?
Ox puts it back in his pocket. Not anytime soon, no.
Now, they're on again in that chase for Scar. Chasing Kian's jailbird friend, too. Forgot to tell you about that. Who is that jailbird? Well, it's Lachlan, the man Cian thought he saw out in the forests. Don't know why he was arrested, but it's something to do with a celestial patron who doesn't know how to mind their own business.
They sort of stare down at the ground as you say that, and like their shoulders hunch.
Did you do something?
They look up to you with a sheepish smile.
Aelin, what did you do?
I just sort of... I mean, it's not hard to get him in trouble. And I might have misled him a little bit.
Right, where is he?
I don't know.
Where was he last?
Being arrested?
Cian's friend there in Enosh told him what she knows and offered to send a message to his friend, Ophelia, to say he's on the way to help.
Well, I'm sure you heard about Lachlan.
Yes. Do you know where he is?
Down somewhere, I last heard. Hadn't been sent to the prison down there yet, but I think it's inevitable any day at this point.
If you could let Ophelia know that... Here. He takes out a piece of paper. If you could send Ophelia a message, I'll write it down for you. I'll see if she'll meet me there.
Henry goes off to use his fancy Goodlove papers to get free tickets on the rail line. He is Henry Tempest Goodlove, after all, of Goodlove and Goodlove Rail Company. Staddies own that line. But catching a ride wasn't easy. Not for them. Goodlove papers were no good, so they snuck on. Dangerous idea. See, the problem is someone who works that line seems to have out for him. They're stopped just before leaving by Uzoma, who makes it her job to know things. Henry dismisses the warning. Cian charms him to comply, and not just with words alone. The boy's a decent caster.
They have your best interest in mind.
No, Henry will come out of that. Yeah.
Do you have your bags?
Of course I have my bags.
Alright, let's go.
Getting on the train, aren't we?
We're getting on the train.
He's
got to
going
hurry.
be so pissed.
We have...
So now they're going to somewhere. Another island of safety. Week's journey. Never lacked somewhere. Hidden skies. Hidden stars. They all stand outside the door of the caboose and watch the sky fly by. They also meet someone. Don't worry yourself, he's no snitch.
Hey,
Ox is gonna fucking turn around and he's
on
gonna
top
look
of
up.
the train, sort of crouched over, with their hands like gripping the, I guess like eaves of the caboose, basically. You see like a masked face with a very large brimmed hat. And you see actually two what look like cat ears poking out from the top of the hat. Bright green eyes stare down at you. They turn their head to the side. Have any more of those?
Ox will fish into his pocket and pull out another one.
They reach down, grab it. Thanks. And then the face disappears. Stars are falling. Can't get them in time.
Do you get them in time sometimes?
He takes the little pouch that's outside next to the rope, opens it, takes out some more rocks. They look similar. Not all necessarily the same. There's some variety in color. Some of them are redder. Some of them have bands across them. But they all look like what you could find on a riverbank. You noticed these rocks before, Ox. He was sort of stacking them on top of the train. Never get there on time.
Maybe next time.
In fact, the engineer's keeping them safe too. Close call though. Thought she'd throw them off. Turned out, Henry really wanted to get that fancy first-class seating.
I'm going to need you to be very quiet now, Cian. We're rather near the opening part, and I'd rather not be detected by anything. What I'm looking for is a way into the train. I'm sure you figured that out by now. Don't worry about it. But we are very close to the conductor, so if you could be... And the engineer. Most importantly, the engineer. So if you could be rather quiet. I need to assess the situation before we move forward. Also, if you're not prone to coal dust and washing it out of fabrics. Well, perhaps it's best you don't follow me. You can go back. Keep Delilah company, you know?
No, I'll follow. And he snaps his fingers in front of his face and just whispers something a little bit like inaudible, you can't tell. His appearance changes, and he just looks like an elf.
And not sneaking around like a rat. But don't worry about it, Virgil. I was just going to say that between the two of us, my ex could throw both of us off this train. But I don't think she will. And he'll tap on the window.
Alright. I'm gonna wring your bourgeoisie neck.
Please do.
Tap on the window, and you look inside to see a familiar face turn around and look back at you.
My name isn't Selwood. I am not inspecting with the railroad company. And Tangent own the railroad company. My name is Tempest Goodlove. Henry these days. And you see there's been
The door closes in your face.
God damn it. Well, that went better than expected, but worse somehow as well.
You are still on the train, shockingly.
And so are you. For now. But I mean, well, okay. I guess
The door opens, and there's a crossbow pointed directly at your face.
Right.
okay. I'm just... Well, I'm sorry I left you standing at the altar. Maggie. Hey guy. At least I'd like to think I have things better figured out now. But hindsight is 20/20, as they say. So
She sort of smiles again. I don't really care. And looks at the rest of you. Go on before I change my mind.
So now we know Maggie is his ex he left without a word. At least she brought them some food and water for their ride in that cargo car. And now, sitting there, they're meeting Kian's patron, Celestial, by the name of Aelin. Friendly, distrustful, protective. Eyeing Virgil real odd. Aelin also asked Kian about a jubilee. Kian doesn't know a jubilee. Just seems confused. Suspect you listeners are too.
Well, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Just be careful. Around your friend Virgil. Let's go back. And they open the door again.
Aelin's just looking nervous. They open the caboose door.